The Chicago Bears head down to Carolina to face the Panthers on Sunday. Carolina a 2.5-point favorite on BETDAQ. 45.5 is the total in this game. Both these teams were blown out last week. They both now sit at 2-2. Interestingly, they both surrendered exactly 38 points in their losses last week. Chicago getting lit up by the Green Bay Packers, Carolina falling to Baltimore. Now, giving up 38 points is always problematic. It's especially problematic if you're Carolina, a team that wins with defense. You recall last season when the Panthers won the NFC South, they ranked second in the league behind only Seattle in both yards allowed and points allowed. This Panthers defense has been stout, but they've absolutely fallen apart over the past 2 weeks, surrendering 75 combined points in losses to Pittsburgh and Baltimore. So what is going on? What is happening with this Carolina defense? This week, this game is a circle the wagons moment for them, facing a Chicago offense with as much skill position talent as any team in the league. But, I have faith in this Carolina defense. We know it's not a personnel issue. We've seen this group of players dominate before, even this season. The first 2 games of this season, they surrendered only 21 combined points in those 2 games. The highlight was their Week 2 game against the Detroit Lions when they limited that high-scoring Lions offense just 7 points. So we know what this Carolina defense can do. I have faith they're going to respond with a good game this week against the Chicago offense. The question is on the other side of the ball. Can Carolina get anything going offensively? They haven't been able to run the ball at all this season, which is really different for them. Ever since Cam Newton's been there, they've been a top 10 rushing offense, but they haven't been this year. There's been a couple of reasons for that. They've been banged up in the backfield. D'Angelo Williams might miss this game again on Sunday. And Cam Newton has been banged up himself. Newton dealing with cracked ribs. That has limited his effectiveness as a runner. Supposedly, Newton is getting better and better, but they need the threat of him as a runner to return to this offense for this offense to start humming again, because he's just not a good enough pocket passer to succeed if defenses don't respect him taking off and running the ball. So remains to be seen what we're going to see out of that Carolina offense this week. Chicago does have a bad defense. The Bears surrendering 25 points per game this season. They rank 22nd in total defense. So Carolina, certainly an opportunity to get things going on offense this week. I'm not sure if they will or not. The under is my favorite bet in this game. 45.5 is the total, and I do look at under that. Now, I guess I have a Carolina lean here just because the Panthers are so good at home, 8-2 against the spread in their last 10 home games, and Chicago has been a bad bet in general for the past year and a half. The Bears have only covered 7 times in their past 25 games. A lot of that has to do with their leaky defense. A lot of that has to do with the fact their quarterback is Jay Cutler, who, even though he is talented and he leads a talented offense, Cutler very, very unreliable. He's good for a couple of meltdown games every season. Then who knows? This Sunday against Carolina's defense, this could be a meltdown type game for Jay Cutler. So I guess I have a lean towards Carolina in this situation, but I really feel like the game is more of a coin flip. As I said, my favorite bet here, under 45.5.